We also want to be aware that while we do have some shower and storm potential into the weekend, we're also going to be looking at a marginal risk for severe storms, and that's going to be for both Saturday and Sunday. Here's going to be the big deal, is that drop in temperatures. Saturday, those heading out to the UVA football game, things look great. We'll see daytime highs reaching again, similar to today. We have a string of days yesterday, today, tomorrow. Upper 60s, low 70s, quite nice. And then we drop almost 10 degrees, 12 degrees as we head into your Sunday, only making it to the 50s and 60s. And both days going to be a bit breezy. And of course, as we go into the next several days, we're not seeing the end of Helene. We're going to see some impacts as it is absorbed by an upper level low and makes its way eastward once again. Well, we have a pretty gloomy start to our day, and that's going to remain that way. At least we will see a bit of drying into the afternoon. Here's a look at overcast skies at the Charlottesville airport, and we're looking at that right now. 67 degrees, light easterly winds, humidity at 93%, with our dew points at 65 degrees. And for our current temperatures throughout central Virginia, well, we're mainly in the 60s, mid to upper 60s, some low 70s, 70 in Culpeper, 68 in Orange, 69 in Dillwyn, and 66 in Luray. Well, what we're tracking on our live Doppler radar. Again, we had some good showers that came through this morning. Well, we're mainly on the drier side of things right now with some cloudy skies. We had a very strong cold air damming wedge, and what that's pretty much done and what it's going to do for us as we go into the afternoon, it's going to give us widespread cloud coverage, and we are going to see some light scattered showers as, again, we're keeping an eye on a warm front moving to our north. But aside from that, we go into this afternoon with some drier conditions again. Cloud coverage is going to be the big thing, but as we go into our evening and tonight, we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on a better chance for more moderate to heavy showers and maybe a storm with that as well. Now, aside from that, the thing we also want to keep an eye on as we're going into, again, the next several days is going to be Hurricane Helene. You can see it strengthening over the Yucatan Peninsula. With that, what we're going to see, it's going to make landfall as we get into Thursday evening. That's a big deal because it's also going to make its way as a major hurricane, a Cat 3, as it makes landfall, and that's going to be along the entire west coast of the Florida Peninsula and the Florida Big Bend. So that's going to be really an important thing for, again, folks in Florida to take account of, because we could see some inundation with flood heights as high or greater than 10 feet. Pretty significant. Well, as for what we're going to see this storm Helene starting to move northward into the Tennessee Valley and the southern Appalachians into Thursday night. With that, we're not going to get any direct impacts, but we're definitely going to be looking at some increased tropical moisture throughout that time. So Friday right now definitely looks like our best chance for some pretty widespread rainfall. As for what we're going to see over tonight or the rest of your evening, we could easily see probably an inch or two of rainfall in some areas, but by the weekend, we're looking at some pretty heavy rainfall amounts, 2 to 4 inches expected, and that's what we're tracking pretty closely on both the GFS and the European guidance models right now. As for how we're going to keep an eye on things through the afternoon, again, mainly drying out. Here's 3 p.m., 6 o'clock. We might see, again, showers moving through some of our southern, southeastern counties. But by tonight, we're looking at pretty much showers and storms throughout central Virginia. It looks like our heaviest come overnight into the early morning hours. Thursday looks okay. We start off, again, some scattered, isolated showers throughout the afternoon. Again, our big push for rain comes as we go into Thursday night. We'll keep an eye on that. Your best day for more widespread rain is going to be Friday, especially into your afternoon, where we could see a good chance for moderate to heavier showers, and again, maybe a storm in store with that. As for shower and storm chances for the next 7 days, Friday your next best chance, and while Helene again is going to be absorbed by an upper level low as we go into the weekend, we are still going to keep our renewed chance for showers and storms into next week. So Sunday and Monday also going to be days we're keeping an eye on. Here's a look. The rain continues with milder temperatures all the way into next week in the 70s. Jared? Happy Friday afternoon, everyone, and things are looking great outside right now. We're seeing some cloud coverage, but not too thick. We're still seeing some good amount of sun outside. Overall, it's feeling really nice as well. The dew points haven't picked up super high quite yet, so we're still feeling quite nice. A look at our live Doppler radar. While we are dry, expect to see those clouds filtering in from the west as we get into the rest of your afternoon and evening. And we do want to be aware that with this area of low pressure moving in, we are going to see a chance for some showers. Now, for today, we're not going to expect much. We're going to expect for mainly those shower storm chances to move in tonight, and then we'll be looking at daily chances as we head into your weekend and through Monday. Currently at the Charlottesville Airport, 83 degrees, mainly some sunny skies, southerly winds at 10 miles an hour, dew points right now in the low and mid 60s. So again, not feeling terrible, but we are going to see those dew points climb as we head into, again, the next several days. We also want to be aware that while we do have some shower and storm potential into the weekend, we're also going to be looking at a marginal risk for severe storms, and that's going to be for both Saturday and Sunday. So far, any of our threats will likely include strong damaging wind gusts and a very low risk that we could see some flooding. We're not expecting to see much in terms of rainfall. Most areas receiving less than half an inch. As for Hurricane Ernesto, well offshore as it's making landfall with Bermuda as we head into our weekend, where it's currently at a Cat 2. We will see, though, as we get into the rest of our weekend and the beginning of next week, and it continues to track to the north and east, that it's going to become a Cat 1. Any impacts to the eastern seaboard will mainly be in high surf and rip currents. So again, beachgoers want to make sure that they're taking precautions going out. And again, if you get any notices from lifeguards to get out of the water, definitely want to take those into account. Aside from that, the rest of us, aside from some showers moving through the weekend, not expecting any major impacts as we head into the next several days. Partly sunny and some night showers, temperatures in the 80s for the day. And then tonight, we're bringing in, again, those isolated shower storm chances. We're going to see overnight lows to the upper 60s and low 70s. Now, as we get into the rest of your afternoon, you can see here's 5 o'clock. We're looking at mainly overcast skies out in the valley. We're going to see those clouds filtering in and becoming more overcast as we get into the evening across the rest of central Virginia. Here's 10 p.m. We're still looking at mainly dry skies. It won't be until after pretty much midnight that we'll expect to see some showers and storms. And as we go into your Saturday, it doesn't look like we're going to get a washout. Here's a look at 2 p.m. through 5 p.m. As you can see, most areas do actually remain pretty dry. We can see an isolated to scattered shower or storm on your Saturday and Sunday. It's going to look pretty much the same throughout that time frame. We'll likely see the same deal as we get into your Monday, some lingering showers Monday as we see that front crossing out, and then we'll be left with some drier weather as we head into next week. Overall, tomorrow, isolated shower storm chance. Temperature is going to be a little bit warmer, closer to the low 90s. And then after Monday, we're looking at a really nice cooling after that cold front comes through. Temperatures in the low 80s, sunny, dry, and quite nice as we get into a midweek next week. Jared?